Hi there, my name is MD Ahmed, the international author of Hidden Secrets of the Topest Mind and the founder of fuelforsuccess.com. That's fuel, number 4, success.com. And in this episode, I'm going to talk to you about the 3 attributes every person has to develop if she wants to achieve massive success in life. If he is looking at reaching the stars. Now, I'm planning to have a series of these lectures, at least 5, where I'm going to talk to you about, or where I'm going to reveal to you the 15 attributes, skills that one must develop in order to achieve massive dreams and results in life. Now you see, it is said that people want to go to heaven, right? But nobody wants to die. So, what does that mean? You want to go to heaven, but you don't want to die. That means to say, you want to lead a great life. Who doesn't want it? To be financially free, to live in a beautiful house, to go to the finest restaurants once in a while, to wear designer labels, to drive a luxurious car, right? Most of us do, if not everyone. So you have your certain goals, maybe help people, contribute. So when you have these goals are like the heaven that you aim for. So everybody wants to go to the heaven, that is, everybody wants to reach their goals, but nobody wants to die. That means to say nobody is ready to put in the effort that is required, invest their time, energy, and money. People looking at freebies, free stuff. I mean, if that is what you're looking at, that is what you will attract. And success is not free. You got to put in your time, money, and effort. All right. So what are these attributes that I'm talking about? The first 3 attributes. Okay, I'm going to reveal to you 15 in total. 5 days period. Okay, 15, every day 3. So let's start with the first 3 attributes. The number 1 skill that you need to develop is the skill to set goals and achieve them. To know exactly what you want, and you need to know how to achieve your goals. Because you see, there are people who might know what they want, okay, but they still do not achieve their desired results. One of the persons that I knew was me. There was a time when I was, traveling in buses, when I had this lovely scooter of mine, Bajaj Chetak. Okay, झुका के start करना पड़ता था, kick मार के. Okay, तब मेरे mind में, I had these dreams के someday, I'm going to drive a Mercedes or luxury car, and my life's going to change. But then that never happened, people. For years together, मैं बस मुंगेरी लाल के सपने ही देख रहा था ऐसे करके. Now people, जो दूरदर्शन एरा के हैं, वो समझ गए होंगे कि मुंगेरी लाल कौन है. So what happened was, just, what I did not realize is, just dreaming is not enough. Okay, just thinking about is not enough. There's something called as law of action. All right, you need to know what exactly you need to do. It's a science of achievement. Goals, goal setting and achieving, it's a skill that you have to develop. And once I developed, once I invested, once I realized that I cannot look at, getting all my goals, or I cannot realize my dreams if I just keep thinking about them. I need to invest my time, money, and energy in order to achieve my goals. That is when things started to change. I invested the money that I did not have into learning the things that were not taught in schools and colleges. Okay? There was a time when I used to give up on, certain foods. For example, there was a time when I was at this particular restaurant. I wanted to have biryani, rice, and kebab along with it. But then when I consulted my wallet, it told me that I can afford it, but I will have to let go of the book, okay, that I wanted to read. But that day I let go of my kebab and invested in the book. There was a time when I wanted to take a course that was not taught in schools and colleges. All right? So I had never borrowed money. I don't like borrowing money. But then for this, I borrowed money. Because I knew there will be a day when I can actually repay it. So I invested the money that I did not have. And things started to change. So you just talk about it. You feel super motivated. Yeah, man, I'm going to go get it. It's not going to happen, people. Keep that in your mind. It's not going to happen. You just depend on your YouTube videos and, free stuff, freebies and all that. It's not going to happen. You buy pirated books, read them. It's not going to happen. It shows your mentality. All right? And your mentality reflects your actions, and your actions reflect the results that you produce in life. So keep this in your mind. The first skill that you need to develop is you need to know how to set and achieve goals. You need to understand that you got to invest your time, energy, and money into learning the things that matter. Now you see, this is coming from a person who's been there, done that. Okay? It's not that I'm struggling in my life and I'm talking about achieving success. No. We haven't seen business for more than a year, but it has not hit my lifestyle at all. I drive the same cars. I pay their insurances, the insurance of my cars. I live in a beautiful house, right? So I know what I'm talking about. That is what I'm trying to convey here. Whatever I just said, I love, luxury brands. And I mustn't be saying this, but yes, I love helping people too. But then I know my limits. So you see, if at all you want to achieve success, you've got to learn how to set goals and achieve them. It's a technology. You just can't get pumped up and say, I'll do it. 97% of the people don't get it. Look around you. Okay, number one. Number two, the second skill, all right, that you have to develop is the ability to focus on your goals. Focus on what is important and also know how to make others focus on what is important. That is a skill that you have to develop. It's not only you. You should be able to make others focus. If you have a team under you, you need to know how to help your team focus on what is important. Whatever I achieved having a very small team. Just imagine that. I made them effective because I knew the art and skill of helping them focus on what is relevant. My ex-employees, they call me even now. They're in touch with me. They're like, sir, we miss you. The things that you taught us. One of my ex-employees, he got employment in a company where he did not actually belong. It was a different industry, but then they picked him up because of the way he spoke. His skills, his talent that he learned from me. So you see, number two is you got to learn how to focus. Stay focused, baby. Don't get distracted. You get distracted, distraction dismisses action. The right action dismisses it. So that's number two. And number three, you need to know how to handle failures, adversity. You need to know how to rise from your own ashes. Right? Now, for people who know my backstory, you know where I come from. There was a time when I never had money to eat food. Right? I got into substance abuse and various other things. I'm talking about debilitating habits and all that. So I had my own share of adversities. I'm not telling you that you got to be like me. No. Far from it. What I'm telling you is you got to develop the skills and the abilities that are common to people who go and get, their goals, who go and achieve their goals. This is not my stuff. This is the accumulation, or this is from different sources, different school of thoughts, and I've added my own wisdom to it. I wouldn't claim ownership for it, right? But yes, there are a few things that I developed, and the rest is, the culmination of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books. So remember this, 3 things in your life. Number 1, goal setting. You got to learn it. Number 2, what did I say? Who's going to type? Number 2. What's number 2? The ability to stay focused. And number 3, and also help others stay focused. And number 3, the ability to rise from your own ashes like a phoenix. फेलियर हो जाते हैं तो उसमें ही अंदर नहीं जाने का, अपने आप को कैसे बाहर निकाल के वापस आसमान की ओर कैसे उड़ना है, ये एक कला होती है, एक स्किल होता है. सो ये एजुकेशन पाना, ये एट्रीब्यूट्स अगर से तुम डेवलप करोगे, ये सिर्फ 3 है, ऐसे 12 और आने वाले हैं. ओके, एंड इफ यू वांट टू लर्न ऑल दीज स्किल्स, लेट मी टेल यू, one of the best things that you can do is, and if people have already, learning from my program Kaizen, where I reveal to you how exactly I gave up my, addictions, how I turned my life around, and how different sciences and different school of thoughts help me and others thrive in adversity, then that is a course that you need to be looking at. Okay, so I can't read that question, Aman, hold on. Okay, so this program is called Kaizen. In Japanese, it's called continuous improvement. If you're already a student of Kaizen, and if you haven't started the program, started, and if you have started and stopped, finish it. You got to finish what you start. Always keep that in your mind. And for people who haven't enrolled into Kaizen, WhatsApp करो. मेरे लिए नहीं, तुम्हारे लिए, क्योंकि जो इन्वेस्टमेंट तुम कैज़न में करोगे वो इन्वेस्टमेंट मुझे जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि तुम वो प्रोग्राम लो नहीं लो, मुझे नहीं फर्क पड़ने वाला, क्योंकि कल सुबह उठ के मैं वही खाऊंगा जो आज मैं खा रहा था. I'm going to wear the same clothes. I'm going to drive my same, I'm going to drive the same cars that I drive. It's not going to make a difference to my lifestyle, because I've worked hard to set my life without being an influencer on the internet, on the ground, on the field. Okay? But then it's going to make a difference to you. It's going to help you change your life. It's going to teach you the step-by-step processes that one needs to take in order to produce desired results, in order to achieve goals, in order to become influential, in order to become persuasive. It's a program that you cannot, miss. You cannot afford to miss. क्या इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो ये सोचने के बजाय सोचो क्या पा रहे हो. Not only Kaizen, हर एक प्रोग्राम में. What are you getting in return? बॉडी बनाना है तो यू नीड टू हैव प्रोटीन. वेजिटेरियन हो तो वो डाइट में इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा, नॉन वेजिटेरियन हो तो वो डाइट में इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा. बिना वो इन्वेस्टमेंट के, बिना वो फूड के मसल नहीं बनेगा. राइट? वो इक्विपमेंट उठाना पड़ेगा, उसके लिए जिम जाना पड़ेगा, सब्सक्रिप्शन लेना पड़ेगा. You got to invest your time, money and energy. Keep that in your mind. Okay, so this is what we learned. If you want the heaven, be ready to die. That is to say, be ready to invest your time, energy and money. Okay, now I have someone asking me a question. Dikh nahi raha because it's a light shirt. Na Aman, does goal setting change over time? What I mean, the way people set goals 10 years ago was totally different the way people set goals in today's life, today's age. Okay, I'll address that question because it's related to this talk. Okay, देखो गोल सेटिंग क्या होता है. सक्सेस की जो हम बात करते हैं, लेट मी पुट इट लाइक दिस. बिल्डिंग कैसे बनती है? ओके, अगर से आप बिल्डिंग बनाना चाहते हो तो आप बिल्डिंग जमीन के ऊपर बनाते हो, राइट? धरती के ऊपर. ओके, तो तो धरती के ऊपर, जमीन के ऊपर आप फाउंडेशन बनाते हो, फाउंडेशन के ऊपर आप एक बिल्डिंग, एक इमारत खड़ा करते हो, यू कंस्ट्रक्ट अ बिल्डिंग, राइट? सो नाउ सक्सेस एजुकेशन के दो पहलू होते हैं. देयर आर टू एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ सक्सेस एजुकेशन. वन इज द जमीन एस्पेक्ट, द ग्राउंड, द अर्थ. These are universal and timeless principles. Okay, timeless principles. बिना जमीन के आप इमारत नहीं खड़ा कर सकते. These are timeless principles. And then जो इमारत होती है वो समय के हिसाब से बदलती रहती है. जैसे today's age, the goals are different. The startups का रूल आज अलग है, businesses के रूल्स आज अलग है, सेल्स के जो रूल्स है, एक रूल वो है जो टाइमलेस है, एक रूल वो है जो इट नीड्स टू मैच व्हाट इज हैपनिंग टुडे. ओके, सो इट्स अ कल्मिनेशन ऑफ द एंशिएंट टाइमलेस एंड द न्यू कटिंग एज. डिड यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट? यू नीड टू ब्रिंग बोथ टुगेदर. बिना जमीन के इमारत नहीं हो सकती और बिना क्या बोलते हैं, बिना इमारत के जमीन खाली रहती है. ओके, सो दैट इज हाउ इट वर्क्स. आई होप you got your answer, Aman, did you? Right? So I'll take one more question related to this topic, related to the 3 attributes that I spoke about. Do not talk to me about something else, because बाद में फिर क्या होगा कि हम इधर उधर चले जाएंगे, टॉपिक नहीं रहेगा. फिजिक्स का क्लास है तो फिजिक्स ही पूछो. ओके, कुतुबुद्दीन ऐबक ने क्या किया ये मत पूछना. So it's like that. So, all right, Aman. So, any other question related to these 3 things that I spoke about? And if you've got any questions about Kaizen, get in touch with Arvind. WhatsApp. Tomorrow, Arvind will get in touch with you, give you the details, and do not go through our website. If you go through our website, Kaizen, okay, the investment is 75,000 rupees. All right. But right now, we are running a summer offer. Okay, it's going to open tomorrow. So you can ask Arvind what the offer is, and then we will give you a special price. All right? So do not invest through the website. Get in touch with us. What if failure is extreme? Okay. So this is in regards to rhythm. How can we control our deviations, like our distractions and all that? Now, you see, this question, Preetham, could you just type your question? Preetham, I'm sorry, your name? Preetham ही नाम है तुम्हारा, Preetham07. Now, how can we control our distractions, right? Now, सबसे पहली चीज़, ये चीज़ तुम समझो कि distraction क्या होता है, control क्या होता है. All right? Distraction एक ऐसा action है जो तुम्हारे गोल से जुड़ा हुआ नहीं है. Distraction is an action that dismisses the right action, or distraction is an action that is not related to your goal, but nonetheless it's an action. Okay, so having control over it. All right, distraction से control क्या बोलते हैं, हटा करके आपको action पे control लाना है. All right, there are certain processes. There are certain processes, step-by-step processes. That is why we have created these courses. You know, there's a special course on focus, self-discipline, and your, what's that? Focus, confidence, and self-discipline. It's a 3-in-1 course, foundational course for every student. And at a throwaway price, 2 coffee and 1 cookie ऑर्डर करोगे स्टारबक्स में, ज़्यादा खर्च करना पड़ेगा. ऐसा ऑफर चल रहा है. वाई एम आई गिविंग इट टू यू? बिकॉज इट्स द पेंडेमिक एंड आई वांट टू रीच आउट. इट्स एज सिंपल एज दैट. वरना लोग जो मेरा लाइव प्रोग्राम अटेंड किए हैं, दे नो दैट नन ऑफ माई कोर्सेज आर इनएक्सपेंसिव. आई डोंट डू दैट. आई एम डूइंग इट ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ द पेंडेमिक. सो आई लीव दैट लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में, जो कोर्स है फोकस के ऊपर. Go through the details and invest immediately before it's too late. That will teach you how to stay focused, how to develop self-discipline, and 25 steps to develop your confidence. All right, so thank you. I am AVSE, so I do not know what AVSE is. Thank you, looking good. Thank you. I work, I put in really a lot of effort to look the way I look. I, exercised today. I did not miss it. I'm choosing to eat the right food. All right, fried stuff. I think it's nearly 3 months since the time I had anything that's deep fried. Okay, so thank you for that compliment. All right, so last question. What if failure is extremely depressing? Failure is extremely depressing. Now you see, that's how you define failure. All right, Aman? That's how you define failure. That's a mindset issue. Failure is neither depressing nor promising. Failure is what you define it as. If you say that failure is promising, ask Edison, he'll tell you. Edison के कब्र के पास जाओ और पूछो, hey Edison, बता बल्ब के साथ क्या हुआ था तेरा? Then he'll tell you, there's nothing called as failure, only attempts. So the moment you reframe it, the game changes. Because the moment you change your perception, your life changes. That's how you change your life. Okay, so you need to work what perceptions you need to have, what ideas you need to develop, what thinking. Thinking is a skill. That is why very few people engage in it. I think that's what Henry Ford or someone said that. It's hard work. लोग सोचते नहीं है बेटा, वो ऑटोमेटिक जो चलता रहता है ना, वही चलता रहता है दोनों लोगों के दिमाग में. So thinking is a skill. You need to learn that. Okay. So fine then. I hope this session helped you. I'll see you tomorrow between 9:30 and 10, talking to you about the next 3 attributes. Total 15 हम करने वाले हैं. आज हमने 3 किए. Total 15 होंगे. And you're welcome, Aman. I'll see you all tomorrow, and get in touch with Arvind for your Kaizen registration. I am MD Ahmed, the founder of Fuel number 4 Success, fuelforsuccess.com, and I'll see you soon. Good night.